So this is a little late. Probably more than a few weeks late, but I wanted to come on here and just chat about some of the products that I picked up for the Sephora spring sale, try them on for the first time, see what I think, and thought it would be fun to go through that together. So I'm not wearing any makeup yet today, so I figured I would kind of try some of these products for the first time and just incorporate them into my look today. I honestly did not pick up much. This is everything I'm holding in my hands here, all of the little packaging. But the first thing I would start with, Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Multi-Purpose Glow Concealer, and I got this in the shade 3.75. I picked this up because I'm always on the hunt for what's new and good in concealers, and I'm just always trying to see what's out there and see what works for me. So just another concealer to add to the collection, but let's see how this looks on my skin. So as you can see, we have massive dark circles. Actually, let me oil blot first. And I don't know if this is going to be a little too light. Let's see how it blends. Okay, well, I'd say some coverage did happen. Yeah, I can't tell if it's too light, but I'll see how it holds up throughout the day, see if we get any creasing, if it's kind of shifting around, other things that could go wrong with the concealer, but it was pretty easy to blend out, which I liked. Yeah, not anything groundbreaking. So normally next I'll set my powder. This is just a product that I already have, the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish. I also kind of like to blend just whatever the foundation brush doesn't get. Buff that out. And then we'll go in with the powder. I actually hit pan on this. It's like a tiny baby pan. It's kind of exciting. I never hit pan on powders. So next up would be eyebrows, and what I got for that is actually a refill of the Benefit Gimme Brow Tinted Brow Gel. I actually already have one of these. This is a refill. I'm still trying to finish one, so I won't open this one quite yet. I'll just reach for my old one for now. Just so you can see. I just really like to have a tinted brow gel on hand, just because usually they're pretty quick and easy, and I really like this one. It has a tiny little brush. Yeah, let's put it on. Just really like how it kind of grabs the hairs and really coats them with that color in there. And then just blending it out with a different spoolie. I really need to get my eyebrows like shaped. They're not looking too shapely as of recently. I used to get them threaded. I feel like I need to get back into that. So that is the Gimme Brow on the eyes. Let's see what we have up next. So normally next up in my routine would be blush, and I actually picked up two blushes. One is the Laurent Mercier Blush Color Infusion in the shade Strawberry, and the other one is the Gucci Blush de Beauté in the color Silky Rose 01. So confession, I've actually already used the Laurent Mercier one, and this is a really fun like summery pink color. Strawberry, obviously that name kind of gives a hint of what this looks like, and I have been enjoying it. Actually really glad that I picked it up. I don't really have anything like this in my collection. It's like a matte summery pink, very pretty, and yeah, but since I've already tried it, I really want to try out the Gucci blush and see how this looks. I think it's gonna look pretty similar, but here we are with this. Obviously gorgeous packaging, nice heavy feel to it as we would expect from a luxury brand. This looks like a, let's see, compared to the Laurent Mercier, honestly they're going to be really similar, but the Laurent Mercier one is a little bit deeper pink and definitely more product in the Laurent Mercier one. I think there's 0.2 ounces in the Laurent Mercier. Actually, let's see what the Gucci is. 0.19 ounces, so I just love like a natural flushed look. It's just one of my favorite things to do is to pack on blush. So seems pretty pigmented. My brush here picked up a lot of that. Definitely has a slight perfumed scent to it as well, which is kind of annoying. I don't really love that. Don't really think my blush needs to be scented. It's pretty cute. I think that looks nice. I think that's a nice little flush for the summer. So next thing I usually do is just curl my lashes. I don't think I'm gonna apply mascara because I usually don't on a everyday basis, but actually maybe we will. Maybe today's a special day because we're trying out Sephora products. So the mascara that I always reach for is the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. Been using this for years. So we are kind of coming towards the end here. Like I said, not a lot of products. One of the final ones here is the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm in the color Vanilla Beige. I picked up this one, I think like a couple months ago, not during a sale time, but just because I really wanted it and it kept selling out. This is the clear one. I forget what the color is called, but it's called Vanilla. I actually shockingly like this. I thought for a $20 lip balm, what could happen? But it had so many good reviews. I was just so curious to try it, and I actually really, really like it. It's more like a casual gloss for me, and I like it better than wearing a gloss. So I wanted to pick it up in more of a color, so I got this one, and I know it's a bit of a darker shade, so let's just see how it looks. They also had a really pretty shade that has been sold out. I think it was more like a pinky one. Kind of want that one too. Oh my gosh, you can definitely see this one's gonna be a little more messy. I'll be a little more careful with this one. Okay, so that's a nice darker tint that we got going on here. Can't imagine that it's gonna last super long. I would think it's gonna fade in like an hour or less, but maybe the tint will kind of be left behind. But in terms of formula, it feels exactly the same as and smells the exact same as the vanilla one that I already have. So I actually picked up another lip product here. This is the YSL Rouge Volupté Shine. This is the Rouge Shine Oil in Stick lipstick, I believe. This is in the color 127 Rouge Studio, and I think this is a pinky red, more of a red than a pinky it looks like, but I think I'm gonna wipe this off and then try this on because I'm super curious. The sleeve packaging feels really luxurious, very shiny, gorgeous. Excited to see what this looks like. Okay, so obviously I still have some residual redness from wiping that away, but just ignore that. It has a little bit of a scent to it. It smells like kind of like some type of like candy almost, like maybe like a Jolly Rancher a little bit. No, this looks fun on the lips though. I can already feel that it's gonna be a little slippery, so I think if you're like drinking a coffee or water, it's definitely gonna transfer onto that. Don't think it's definitely not, obviously not a matte lip product, but I think maybe it'll leave behind a nice stain on the lips if it doesn't, you know, last for hours and hours. And I think this is a fun summer color, and I've been wanting something in like a pinky red shade for a little while. So the final thing that I have here is the 7 Virtues Vanilla Woods in a Rollerball. This is a perfume. I've seen so many people talk about this in just like videos, and just whenever somebody says like, what's your favorite vanilla perfume, I always see this in that list. So I'm a big fan of vanilla scents, and I did buy this blind, and it's not like I'm buying perfumes all the time anyways. Usually I just use like the samples that I get. But anyways, here is the Rollerball. I wanted to get this size because if I don't like it, then I didn't want to have a huge package of it to get through. So this scent reminds me a lot of the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush 40. This scent here, they smell super similar. I already had this one because I got a sample of the lotion before and I just loved how it smelled, so I really wanted the body spray. But these smell super similar to me. Now this one, maybe this is like more of a maturer scent than that, but they smell, I'm not that good at scent, so they smell almost identical to me, with this one having like a slightly more mature vanilla scent. But I know this one doesn't last super long, so I think a perfume would last a little bit longer than this body spray. But yeah, in case you're curious and you already have one or the other, these smell super similar to me. So that has been it for everything that I picked up at the Sephora 2023 spring sale. Yeah, not a lot of products, but just wanted to come on here and chat about them. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I normally make cleaning and lifestyle videos on a weekly basis, so if you want to see more from me, make sure to hit the subscribe button and I will see you in the next one.